as we get into the month of June. Set your goals and work towards them. And remember that in our business, the most wonderful thing is that our success always means that we have improved someone in terms of their health or their wealth. So thank you very much. And here is Pascal now ready to take you through the business side of the session.
Thank you very much. I remember an interview by Eliud Kipchoge talking about becoming successful. And one of the things he said that we always need to take vitamin N. So the doctor who was speaking to him asked him, I've never heard about vitamin N. What is that vitamin N? So Eliud Kipchoge said, vitamin N is learn to say no. So I think that is a very good, very good thing to help us to distress. What I want to share with you this evening is two things. One is the concept of duplication. I'm sure we've had many times in our meetings, in our trainings, when our leaders are speaking to us about duplication. What is duplication? I think that, duplication is a very important principle if you want long-term success in our business. What is duplication? I think in nature, we find that all living organisms have a natural capacity for duplication. Parents have a natural capacity of duplication, they have children. Seeds have a natural capacity for duplication, they produce other seeds and trees and plants and all that thing. So duplication is a very natural process that helps species, helps businesses, helps people to grow to different levels. The thing that attracted me in this business when we started is realizing that if I promote the products of Neolife and I ask somebody else to promote the same, use and promote the same products, and those people use and promote the same products, success becomes inevitable. So what is duplication? Duplication is important because it is simply teaching people to do what you do. That is simply what duplication is. And the funny thing about duplication is, whether you're working very hard or you're not doing anything, the people in your team will do what you do. They will not do what you say. That's the experience I've had in this business. Duplication is simply people doing what you do, or teaching people to do what you do, either by word or by example. So the key to having a very large, successful team is mastering what duplication is. Duplication is simply teaching others to do what you do. That's the first thing, the key to a large organization. The second thing about duplication is simplicity. If you want your business to really grow and gain power, you need to ask yourself, whatever you are doing, is it easy to copy? Is it easy to do? If what you're doing is very complicated, you're slowing down the speed at which your business grows. So duplication is based on simplicity. Ask yourself if what you're doing, some others can duplicate, and that will give you an idea on how quickly your business can grow. Number three, which helps in duplication, is the use of tools. By tools, I mean things like magazines, CDs, DVDs, videos, things that you can give a prospect to look at without you doing. In fact, this is what makes the growth of business very, very fast. For example, somebody new has just started the business, but they don't know how to explain or how to invite somebody to look at the business. But they're very excited. They want to know how to grow their business quickly. The simple thing for them to do is pick up the phone, call the person on the line and say, look, I've just started a business. If I send you a video, would you have a look at it? That's all they need to say. And they forward the video to the person, or they give them a CD or a DVD so that the person can actually review the business. So make sure your business is tools-oriented, that as much as possible, you use the tools to grow your business. The fourth thing about duplication is master the basics of the business. The reason why you need to master the basics of the business is if you master them, the people in your team will copy what you do. And, I remember when our children were very young, our eldest son, at that time we were living in Lesotho, and the toilet of the house we were living in was not working properly. So after you flush the toilet, you had to open the cistern and adjust the float so that the water can stop flowing. So every time I would do that. So one day, our eldest son went to the bathroom. After relieving himself, he stretched himself and put his hand on the cistern and then walked out. So I observed this and I wonder, why is he doing that? Then I quickly realized that he does what he sees me doing. The same thing happens in our business. Everything that people in your team see you doing, they will do because that is what human nature is. We do most of the things by imitation. So when you master the basics, using the products, sharing the business, sharing the products, and personal development, if you master these three basic things, the people in your team will also master those things. Then teach others to do and use this business system. And the reason why the system is very important is the system actually replaces you as a leader in the business. And you see, I remember when we started the business, Charlie Bolden had put together training systems throughout the country. There were meetings every and before anybody would do the presentation, they had to go through training to understand how the Eagle Team system works. And that's why Charlie has become a very, very important, a very successful distributor. So teach others to do and to use the business system. Number 6, include fun in your activity. This is very important because human beings learn fastest when they have fun in what they're doing. Observe how little children learn. The more fun they have, the more they learn and the better they become. So include fun in some of your activity. That's why you notice every leadership school that you go to, for those of you who have gone to leadership schools, or when you go for face-to-face recognition rallies, there's a lot of fun that goes on. And this is because it helps us to learn quickly and we enjoy learning what we do. And then the last step of duplication is multiply. It simply means you begin to teach 1, 2, 4, 8, 10 people to do what you do. And the simpler it is, the faster they learn and the faster your business grows. So duplication must lead to multiplication. And that's where the long-term success in our business occurs. So think about duplication, that it is based on simplicity. It is a key to having a very large organization that think about what you do. If what you do is duplicable, then your business will grow very fast. If what you do is not duplicable, your business will slow down because it means that the people in your team take time to learn and it becomes more difficult. So this is a few ideas I wanted to share with you about duplication, which I think is very critical for your long-term success in the business. Now, this other part, I want to suggest to all the leaders, especially the leaders who are attending this meeting, one of the things that helps network marketing to succeed is momentum. And that momentum is always aimed towards a very large event that is coming. For example, I know in Southern Africa and East Africa, the convention is going to be in October. In Southern Africa, the convention is on the 14th of October. The Impact Summit convention, very wrong. So this time, the next 2 weeks is very, very important for you to start the 90-day challenge. That is July, August, and September, for you to go full out to build your business so that the people who actually take this seriously go on stage to be recognized as the top performers in our business. Three things for a leader in this business to think about when you want to take on a 90-day challenge. Number one, you need to share the vision that you have for the team for the next 1 year. What is your vision as a team leader? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you rally your people to take this next 90 days very seriously? The second thing is have a game plan. A game plan simply means that you have a step-by-step process where you want to do the 90-day challenge. And I think the simple game plan that you can adopt has got 4 phases. The first phase is the first 1 to 2 weeks before you actually start the 90-day challenge. Identify distributors who want to take part in the 90-day challenge. Okay? And each of them needs to have a very long prospect list, at least 100 prospects. Once that is done, meet with them and share your idea, share your vision of what you want to accomplish. And then mentally prepare yourself to go full out. If you're doing it part-time, it means that during that part-time when you're doing the business, you cut everything out specifically to do the business. If you're full-time, and then make arrangements with your family, make arrangements with your friends, tell whoever who know you, tell, look, I'm just starting a new project in the next 90 days, I'm building my future. So that is phase 1. Phase 1 is to get distributors in your team that you want to take part in the 90-day challenge. Phase 2 is called a pre-launch. That is now the second week. So you meet as a group to set up appointments for one-on-ones. Why is this important? It is important because it brings the whole team together. You can share your success. In fact, you can even share your nose and laugh about the people who tell you about when you share the business with them. And every week, share your success and reward the people who have had the most noise or the people who've recruited the most number of people during that week. Plan your daily activity schedule, that is income producing activities, and visualize what you are going to do in this phase. That is a pre-launch. Then monitor the activity of what you're doing. Have a simple form that you monitor how many people are you speaking to per day, what are you reading during the day, how many customers, how many follow-ups. And then monitor your activity. It's very important. If you can't measure what you are doing, you cannot manage it. And the only way to measure it is to find out how many people are you speaking to during that week. The next thing you need to do is you need to be accountable to each other. And that is very important because it avoids us just working without somebody else checking on what we are doing, because we are always a very bad give us. That is phase 2. It's called a pre-launch. Phase 3 is now when you begin the momentum. The next 8 weeks, you go full out. Every month, give a specific incentive to your team members at the end of the month who meet the people who meet certain targets. You need to target a big event. In this case, it's very good to target the October summit, that is in both East Africa and Southern Africa. The momentum is meant to lead to this event. Also, share with your team what can happen if they really put all the stops in the business. For us, this happened for us when we joined the business in March 1996. Then I think in June, we went to a weekend function in Bloemfontein. When we came back, we were so fired up. We were traveling 7,000 kilometers every month, visiting our teams. By September, October, we had taken our first step Sapphire. By the end of the year, we had taken our steps to Ruby Directors because of that momentum we built. And success builds on, especially this business, builds on momentum. So that phase of the next 8 weeks, let me say, in this case, the most of July, August, and September is a time to build momentum. And at the end of September, you look at your target that you set when you're starting this journey. If there's something still missing, the last 2 weeks of September is when you go full out to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So the event that you're going to look at is the convention in October in the various regions. And the last phase of this 90-day challenge is an event. Sell the event. I was speaking to one of our directors in Nairobi this afternoon, and she told me she's already paid deposit for the trip to Dar es Salaam from Nairobi. And that's what you need to do. You need to sell the events to your team so that you can, all the people who are taking part in this can actually go for recognition during this event. Then recognize top performers during this event. This is very important because when others see you being recognized as a top performer, they also want to start their own 90-day challenge. And that is what keeps the momentum in our business. The more success that you need to build in your team, the more the momentum builds up for you to get to success. A few things which are important. Number one, you need to develop a good mental attitude, a positive attitude, and check your attitude on a daily basis. Number two, preparation. Number three, take action. Nothing will happen if you don't take action. We can plan this 90-day challenge, we can do all sorts of things, but if we don't take action, nothing will happen. So I want to recommend to all the distributors who are attending this session, all the leaders who are attending, get together with your team, ask people in your team who wants to get involved in a 90-day challenge. Number two, have a very simple incentive program for your team that if they reach a certain target, there is an incentive for them to achieve. And that will give them the energy to grow, to build and grow this business to the next level. Now, something else I wanted to share with you, just one moment. The thing that identified leaders and people who are successful and people who are not. In this simple chart is a very simple indicator to know whether you're in the path of success or you're in the path of unsuccessful people. Successful people do the following. They compliment people in their team. They have a sense of gratitude. That means they're thankful for everything they have, even the challenging things they experience in their life. They forgive very easily. One of the things that really messes up our teams is holding on grudges. I was reading a book about neuroscience, and I was struck that the heart emits electromagnetic waves at least 3 feet outside our body. When you have negative thoughts and feelings and grudges, people can feel it even without you saying anything. So be careful about holding on to grudges. Successful people give other people credit for victories, for their victories. They keep a journal, that is, they keep track of what they're doing. They read every day. They talk about ideas. They share information and data. They have joy and happiness in their lives. They set goals and develop plans to achieve those goals. They have a to-be list. That means they've got a goal to be something. For example, if you're a manager, they have a goal to be a senior manager or executive manager or director. They have a goal or to-be list. They are continuously learning. They operate from a transformational mindset. So successful people have got these things that they do. Whereas unsuccessful people criticize others, they hold grudges, they have a sense of entitlement, they take credit for the victory of others, they watch TV every day, they say they keep a journal, but they don't, they think they know everything. You see, I think it's very easy for you to pick up which are successful success habits and which are not success habits. So the next thing that you need to do after you've set your game plan, just one moment. After you've set your game plan, this is your game plan, sorry. You have shared the business, you've got the people who are going to take part, you do a pre-launch, then you build the momentum. The other thing you as a leader is you need to keep in touch with people in your group on a continuous basis. And the reason for that is some of them will be really struggling, but when they hear your support, when they hear your voice as a leader, they are encouraged to go after their dreams and their goals. This 90-day challenge is what will give your business momentum for the next 3 years. That's my experience. If you build a business with the next 90 days, if you really go full out, that momentum will carry your business for the next 3 years. And that is where success comes from. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for spending time with Betty and myself. I want to thank Cynthia for hosting our meeting today, Cynthia and Alan, for hosting our meeting today. And I wish all of you every success in your 90-day challenge if you are embarking on it. Your goals for the month of June, I wish you every success. Thank you, good night, and God bless you.